Very good afternoon to everyone. Swami Yarukananda, Principal of RKMS High School, all the dignitaries and delights, the teachers, the students. I feel privileged to be amidst you today on this day. Indeed, it was a great day. I was stunned when I saw this young boys, little boys speaking. First, I really admired their memory. They can remember so precisely things, and they can articulate so well. Sometimes it keeps it reminds us that even we need to keep on checking our pronunciations and it reminds of how the young minds are important. As it has been always said, that young minds are just like fresh breads. So when we mold them at this stage, of course, it gives fruits later on. But let me tell you that I know that these things does not happen in a day. I congratulate those participants and those participants who may not have come to the stage, but then I really admire even the teachers. And I understand that the students, they come and speak on the stage, not just abruptly one day. And there is a painstaking training. And this training is none other than by the teachers, parents. So I really congratulate the teachers who have put in a lot of effort. And I know it is not easy to train these young little boys and girls to speak so well. And I also congratulate Ramakrishna Mission for this, this mission, for reaching out to those children who are not reachable, and training them so well that they come at par with the children in one of the best schools. I can say that after hearing these children here, that it is not an easy job to train with very little resources. And I was wondering, during this pandemic time, no schools, but I could see the spirit of these children. Because for past 2 years, almost 2 years, there was no school. Children are lost. Just the other day, I was just reading a newspaper, and I came across a newspaper where it said, some research was done, and then it is found that lot of children, just because they have been out of school, they have lost, they can't read. They can't read. They can't do any writing work, reading work. So once again, I know it is sometimes we forget the mind behind the great people, and these are the teachers. So teachers have done a wonderful job in training these boys and girls. And rightly, the anchor was talking about these are the Swami Vivekananda's thoughts in this speech is one of the great philosophy and a great thought. I understand, but since the teachers are here, I would just like to, which is already there, I would just like to emphasize on two lines, which this speech was delivered in 1893, but it is relevant even today, and the relevancy is all of us we are aware of what's happening around us. I read online is that we need to keep on reminding ourselves. Our mind has become so narrow. You can see that the disturbance is there. We are losing peace. It's just because our minds have become very narrow. We have become very selfish. At the lowest level up to the highest level. So I just read 2 lines from the speech of Swami Vivekananda. That is, we believe not only in universal tolerance, but we accept our religion as truth. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all the religious and all nations of the earth. And I think it is not only this. We live in a system we live in a system, all of us, we live in a system, and we are governed by a system. Our nation has given us a constitution. And this thought is deeply embedded in our constitution. And what we say that our country is a secular country. We don't believe in any particular religion. And we are proud of that. And these thoughts have been put by the framer of the Constitution as a fundamental right of the Constitution. So, this speech was delivered, I reiterate that this speech was delivered in 1893, but it's still holds good. And our constitutional values are embedded on these values. And I believe the young children who have been trained, the young minds who have been trained with these thoughts, they are going to become great people of this country. And we require people who have been trained with these thoughts and this mind to lead this country. So this is something which needs to be understood by everybody. No matter what job you do, what you do. And then only we can live in peace. And then, I again come to the last part. And which says that, whosoever comes to me, through whatever form, I reach him. I reach him. All men are struggling through paths in which end leads to me. Sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have also possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often and often with human blood, destroyed civilization, and sent a whole nation to despair. Had it not been for this horrible demon, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. So you can understand is that until and unless we are not free from this vice, until and unless we are not free from this vice of bigotry, sectarianism, we are moving backward. And these are the biggest impediments in our growth. So you can understand the imagination and thought of Swami Vivekananda. He could see the world. He could see the narrow mind, the parochial mind, how it works as an impediment in the growth of not only nation but the growth of civilization. You can see things around us. The destruction around us is because of these minds. And I'm so happy to see that this institution of Ramakrishna Mission is based on these thoughts. And the results of these thoughts and these minds is only peace and a beautiful world, which I think it's something we all look for. I don't have much to say, but then of course I'm deeply touched when I see the great work done by this institution. I can see these children. I was told that this competition was for 45 schools. But when I see the students coming from very remote areas, we all talk about it. We have the act which makes right to education for children mandatory, compulsory, and it's a fundamental right. What happens even if it becomes a fundamental right if somebody does not act upon it? It just remains in paper. But here is it, this institution acts upon it and it reaches to at the nook and corner. I can see boys, these children from far remote areas. I've been born and brought up in Shillong, perhaps I've never been to those places. And this institution has set up schools there, educating them. It's not only educating them, I'm using deliberately this word, educating them, not making them literate. Not making them literate, just teaching them how to read and write. Educating them with some quality. Educating them with great thoughts. And I'm hopeful that this education with these great thoughts will produce great man, great people. And this country requires that. I don't have much things to say, but then of course I can only say that, the teachers who are serving in the school, these boys, demonstrating here, speaks about the teachers' dedication. We don't need to, say anything about it. These are the products of the teachers. So, any institution, it's not the structure and the buildings and infrastructure of the institution matters. It's the quality of the teachers that matters. So I feel that this institution is moving in a great direction, and then it will certainly accomplish its mission. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the teachers and students once again, and all those people, I don't know, but who are part of this program, this wonderful program. And I hope that, I can also be part of, such kind of programs. And I'm just whispering to the principals that some of these people, some of these boys, boys and girls who have spoken here, I would like these boys and girls not to only speak in the state. They should come down to Shillong. They should come down at the state level and at the national level and speak and show that, we are as good as anybody else anywhere. So I hope I can do that. Thank you so much.